Hi, today we're going to be toning upper body, lower body, and your core, and throwing some cardio in to boot. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Mariah, and I am so glad you're here. Every week I bring you new Pilates, yoga, and bar workouts. So if you like free workouts, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And today, let's get all set. You're gonna need one set of weights. Usually I'm gonna suggest that you start around like 2 or 3 pounds because we're gonna be holding these for a fairly long time. If you're really feeling fiery, maybe working up to about a 4. Other than that, just grab some water and a mat and let's get started. Start off in the center of our mat or floor with some simple squats. Inhaling as you lower, exhaling as you rise. Really sending that weight back behind you. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to add an alternating leg lift. Yes. So a little point of that toe is going to help you find a little bit more lift. Standing up nice and straight as you rise. Awesome. For 4, 3, 2, here's 1, and let's step it out. We're going to take it into a plie, and then right off the bat, we're going to turn it to a lunge. So each time we pivot, we're picking up that back heel and taking those toes with us. Good. So we stay upright for this plie. You got it. Whew. Nice. Really getting the heart rate going with this combo movement. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, last one, and we'll take it right over to the other side. So those inner thighs keep working. The plie is the same. The lunge is just going over to that other side. A little extra love with those plies. Yes. Whew, feeling that heart rate start to climb so we can get the most of our movements today. It's a short and sweet workout. We're really going to make the most of it. Let's do 4, 3, here's 2, and 1. Awesome. We're going to come down onto our mat into our dolphin pose. So we borrowed this from yoga. Hips are high as though we were taking a downward facing dog, but we're taking forearms, separating them so that they're parallel, and actively pressing those palms down into the ground. The back of my neck is long, and my biceps are just going to frame those ears. Make sure we have a lot of space between the shoulders and the ears. And as we stabilize the shoulders and upper body, we're going to take some heel raises here, finding a different variation of our calf lengthening. This is going to help us get more out of the lunges that we have coming up today. Don't worry, there's more where that came from. Good. Lengthening the backs of the calves. It becomes so tight from either wearing high heels for those of us ladies who wear those or inactivity. Good. It's going to take care of all that. Let's do 3, 2. Here's 1. Now we're going to pop back up onto long arms, walk out into a plank pose, and then we're going to take right knee to left elbow. Step it back and take it over to the other side. Good. So we're trying to take that knee as high as it'll go, almost as though we're reaching above the elbow. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. Exhale as you crunch. Inhale as you step it back. Let's do 3. Here's 2. It's the last thing we're doing in our warm-up. 1, and perfect. Let's find a little downward facing dog. Walk the weight back into those feet, please, and then we'll roll all the way up. It's time to move our bodies. We're going to reach for our weights, and it's up to you what size weights you have, but remember, we're going to be here for a while, so a little bit lighter than you would normally go for your weightlifting sets. We're setting up for a side lunge sequence, and we're adding a nice little lateral raise. So just taking those arms to shoulder height, the bent elbow, and then step it back up. Good. So notice on a side lunge, my only bending into that one knee, right? So the other leg stays long. I can still see my toes as I lower down. So nice. My weight is in the back of the booty here. Whew, definitely feeling that for sure. Now, this is our full bar series, so we're going to be here a while. If at any point you want to drop those weights early, feel free. We're going to go 3, 2, here's 1. Now we're going to go halfway up, all the way down. Halfway up, all the way down. Yowza. Now this is a pretty long series, so if you would feel more comfortable taking it to the top half where you fully straighten the leg and only come down halfway, that's totally an option as well. It's a pretty intense little series, so we want to make it feel good for you. We're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're looking for 1-inch pulses. So we're going to take those arms up to shoulder height. We're raising arms an inch as we lift up only an inch out of the bottom of that side lunge. Whew. Yes, I know your booty is loving this. You're going to feel so amazing when this is done. You can do this. Let's go 6, 5. Watch that your shoulders are still away from the ears. Here's 3, 2. Pause here. Just pause, pause, pause. Could you punch those weights towards me in slow motion? Bring it back. Good. So the legs are still, the arms are moving. Here's 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Now we get to lower those weights. Whew, that feels good, but we're not done with the legs, I'm sorry to say. We're going to lift up, find the knee in our what we call our passe from ballet, and then take it all the way back down into that lunge. Passe. So your arms can do whatever feels natural here. I like to kind of take them in a nice little semicircle. And you can also, if you're feeling like you're losing your balance, you could also do this next to a counter or a chair as like a little portable bar. Yes, you got it. We're looking for 3. How's that heart rate doing? Woo! Last one. Good. Now, we're going to pause at the top of this passe. So we find that passe again. That knee is really opening out towards the center of the room. And then from here, we're going to extend the leg out with the point of the toe and then flex the foot and lower. What? Yes. We're getting a little extra here at the end. Yes, a little grand finale. So it's you extend that leg out. It's a point of the toe. As you lower the long leg, it's a flex. Good. These are almost over. You're doing amazing. Here's 2. And last one. Perfect. Well, the good news is we are done with that side. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we've got another side to do. So we're going to take it into that side lunge on the other side. We pick up those weights and we add that lateral raise. Good. So that foot stays planted. Remember, we're just bending into the outside leg and straightening. You control how low you go with this. I want your knees to be okay with it, and I want to make sure that you can still see your toes. Yes. So those shoulders are getting twice as much love today. So good. We're looking for 3 more full range, please. How about 1 more? And then we're going for that halfway lift. Yes. So remember, you can do this on the top half if you prefer. Arms keep kind of doing their thing. You can do half range or full range. Half range may feel a little bit better if you're getting a little tired with those shoulders. They're working hard. Good. Make sure your weight is still towards the back of that body. For 3, 2, pulses are next. Lift those shoulders up to shoulder height if you can, or the arms up to shoulder height. It's 1 inch up and down with the knee and those shoulders. Yes. We're working the outside of the booty. We're strengthening the tops of the shoulders. Try to relax the shoulders even though they're working, please. For 4, 3, 2. Okay, find the basement of your lunge, side lunge. Stop here. Yes, just pause with the legs. Slow motion punches towards me. I know you might feel like punching me for real here, but let's stay focused and controlled. These will be done soon. or at least they will be done at some point. You're doing amazing. Here's 3, 2, 1. Now we get to set those weights down. That feels amazing. And then big step up to find the knee. Yes, take it down, fluid, steady motion. See if you can try to land gracefully into that side lunge. I know I'm asking a lot. This is a big movement. We're definitely feeling that heart rate pick up for sure. Looking for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pause at the top here. We're finding that passe. Straighten your body. Get really, really tall. We're going to extend that leg out with the point of the toe. Flex the foot and lower to in what we call our développé. Good. Find the knee. Extend it out with pointed toe. Flex and lower. So it's a 3-part movement. Make sure you're breathing deeply here, please. Standing up straight. We have 1 more to do here. And let's set it down. Perfect. Reaching behind us now. We are done with that side lunge series. I bet you're not sad to hear that. But we are moving on to a rear lunge, adding those bicep curls. So take those weights again. We're going to just step behind us. We want to step far enough behind so that as we bend both knees, we can still see those forward toes. And then we're adding a little bicep curl. Yes. So it doesn't really matter to me if you bicep as you lunge down or as you lunge up, if you add that bicep curl at the bottom or the top, whatever feels natural to you. We're keeping those elbows plugged into the rib cage though, so that we're really maximizing that bicep curl, please. And again, we're only taking that lunge as low as you feel comfortable with today. Don't have to feel like you're getting that knee all the way down. That might not even be what's best for it. You got it. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to fully straighten those legs and then bend down only halfway as you take those the fingertips parallel to the ground. Yep. So we're taking the top half of both the legs as well as the arms. We're only lowering those biceps until they're parallel to the ground, squeezing all the way up. Elbows stay close into the ribs. You got it. For 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to take that lower half. So we're getting a little bit more mileage out of this half range. Same thing with the arms. We're going to fully straighten the arms, bend them up halfway. You got it. Elbows stay tucked in. Imagine I have duct taped your upper arms to your rib cage. So that upper arm is super still. We're just bending into that elbow to get a little burn in the biceps. For 3, 2, 1. Pause here. We're going for 1 inch up, 1 inch down. So with this, we're just hovering those arms at 90, giving a little pulse up. Legs are pulsing up, up, up. 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to pause here. So the legs are going to stay still. I know. Because you extend now those biceps forward. So now your elbows do leave the side of the rib cage. Back in. Take it out and in. Looking for 4, 3, 2, 1. And amazing. I want you to step that back foot forward. We got another side to do. And then we're going to come down and do our core work. Awesome. So we're setting up. Our torso is nice and upright. We're taking it down to our range of motion. Make sure you can still see those forward toes, please. And then all the way up. Good. So fully straightening the arms and the legs each time. Just taking it to your end range of motion. Checking in with the posture on the top half. Making sure you're relaxing those shoulders away from the ears, please. For 3, 2, top half is next. So we're lowering only halfway with both the arms and the legs, and then fully come all the way up. Yes, you got it. Nicely done. Whew. How are those legs doing? You're sculpting those legs. You're creating more muscle fibers. You're increasing your metabolism. You're getting stronger for your tasks. For 2, 1. Now we're going to take it down low. So we're finding the lower portion of that lunge as well as the lower half of the bicep curl. Yes. Here's 3, 2. Pause at the bottom here, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. So little lift of both the arm and the leg. Lift, 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 lift. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause at the bottom. Find the basement of your lunge. Extend those knuckles towards me and pull it in. Yes, we're only here 4 more times. Good. Hold that lunge strong. Here's 2. Here's 1. And let's step it up. Set those weights down. Fantastic. We've reached the end of our standing section, and we are going to get to come down to the floor, do a little core work, and then we'll be on our way. So take those weights with you, just have them nearby. We're going to start in a downward facing dog. So finding an upside down letter V. This time our arms are extended, so just a little bit different from when we had our forearms on the ground before. Spread those fingers nice and wide to protect the wrists, please. We're going to lift the right leg up, keeping those hips squared, so belly button's facing your mat. And then exhale, draw it into your plank as you take right knee into left elbow. Good. We're going to lift it back up into that 3-leg downward dog. This time, right knee comes towards the right elbow as you shift your weight forward. Good. Inhale back. Exhale, opposite knee. Inhale, lift. Take it to the same side now. We're going to do that one more time. Yes. Last time on the same side. Perfect. Go ahead and step that leg back. Find a nice downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. I know. And yep, you're on to me. We've got another side to do still. So we're going to lift that left leg nice and high. Now notice that that hip just hiked open to the side. If so, drop that left hip a little bit and then rock your weight forward on an exhale as you take that left knee to right elbow. Please crunch it up high. Inhale, extend that leg behind you. This time we're reaching for that left elbow. Good. Reach it up. Exhale, crunch, cross the body, lifting it up. Find that left knee now. We're going to do that one more time each side. Good. Really lift. Keep it up high, high, high. Perfect. Step it back into that downward facing dog. And then from here, I'm going to have you walk your weight back in, your hands back in until your weight's on your heels. And then we're just going to come have a seat on that mat. We're going to pick up those weights. We're starting with our knees bent, our feet on the ground, and we're coming into a modified roll-up. So I want this to be slow and controlled, although those weights add a little bit of extra challenge. So we're taking those weights long, those arms long, and we're just lifting up as we peel one vertebra at a time off of that mat, belly in towards spine, and then roll it back down. So obviously there's a temptation to use momentum here, and we're just going to see if we can use as little as possible. Those weights that make it even more tempting to add it because it's oh so challenging. You got it. Good. Use your exhale to roll you up. Whew. Get a little bonus shoulder work here as well. Let's do 2. Here's 1. Now pause at the top here. We're going to keep those arms long and just rotate to both sides of to one side of both knees and then rotate over to the other side. Now, as you do this, could you keep your knees parallel? One usually likes to shift forward here. You do not have to reach all the way down to the ground. That might be too much. You can always take this down to one weight if both weights feels like your back is feeling vulnerable. Yes, you got it. For 3, 2, last one on each side. I want you to set that weight down. Now we're coming into that full roll up. So we're going to set the weights down. We're going to straighten the legs. And if at any point this gets to be too frustrating, you can certainly bend those knees again. And then we're going to roll down one vertebra at a time. We're trying to avoid momentum. We're pulling belly in towards spine, rolling that tailbone and the belly button up towards the chest. So we pull belly in when it wants to pop up. Good. Extending arms behind you. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull belly in towards spine again as you lift, lift, lift. Inhale, lower down. One vertebrae at a time. Yowza. And it's okay if you kind of have to find that place where you end up falling to the floor. That's just going to come over time as we build up that deep inner core strength. And we're going to take our last one here, nice and slow. Use that exhale. Perfect. And let's roll all the way up. Congratulations. That was definitely a burner of a workout. You did amazing. I hope you feel like you had an efficient workout. We definitely got a lot of bang for our buck. Don't forget to subscribe so you can catch next week's workout. But I would love to hang out with you between now and then. Because I love hanging out with you and want to see you more than once a week, I've created a special Wellthy Boss starter kit to jumpstart your wellness makeover. You can find that at wellthyboss.com/starter kit. And that's going to include a bonus, a 25-minute cardio plus yoga circuit workout that you can't find here on YouTube, a monthly goal-setting fitness worksheet, as well as a month's worth of low-carb make-ahead breakfast recipes. So don't forget to grab your Wellthy Boss starter kit at wellthyboss.com/starter kit. I'll link to that in the description below. Hit subscribe, like this video if you liked it, share it with your friends, and thank you so much for joining.